Okay, so we found Numbers. What's the scripture in Numbers?
It is chapter 13,
Okay.
verse 33.
Okay.
And it says, "And there we saw the giants,
Oh.
the sons of Anak,
Mhm.
which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that describes a little bit about their size.
Yeah.
There, I know that there's another place in here. Not sure where it is. We'll get there, where it talks about them having 6 fingers on their hands and 6 toes on their feet.
Right.
So it's interesting to me. I'm a Native American, and there's scuttlebutt about why the natives always lifted their hand as a greeting. And part of that was to check to see if they had 6 fingers.
Yeah.
So apparently they're not always giant. Sometimes they're normal size, if that's true.
But
So,
they're extraordinary
and
because they're, they're the offspring of these fallen angels.
right, which God never intended for them to breed with women. He never intended for them to do. They had to leave their first estate and to take on the male body to come and breed with women. Because in heaven, we're as the angels and we don't marry in heaven. So apparently they are not able to procreate either without giving up their angelic whatever and becoming human. Or is that what happened, or are we sure about that?
Oh, well, that's kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on.
Let's
go to Deuteronomy.
Okay.
And we'll start in chapter 2.
Chapter 2, verse.
What? We'll just start at the beginning of chapter 2.
Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Then we turned and took our journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea, as the Lord spake unto me, and we compassed Mount Seir many days. And the Lord spake unto me, saying, Ye have compassed this mountain long enough. Turn you northward, and command the people, saying, Ye are to pass through the coast of your brethren, the children of Esau, which dwell in Seir, and they shall be afraid of you. Take ye good heed unto yourselves, therefore. Meddle not with them, for I will not give you of their land. No, not so much as a foot breadth, because I have given Mount Seir unto Esau for a possession. Ye shall buy meat of them for money, that ye may eat, and ye shall also buy water of them for money, that ye may drink. For the Lord thy God has blessed thee in all the works of thy hand. He knoweth thy walking through this great wilderness these 40 years. The Lord thy God hath been with thee. Thou hast lacked nothing."
"And when we passed by from our brethren, the children of Esau, which dwelt in Seir, through the way of the plain from Elath and from Ezion Geber, we turned and passed by the way of the wilderness of Moab. And the Lord said unto me, Distress not the Moabites, neither contend with them in battle, for I will not give thee of their land for a possession, because I have given Ar unto the children of Lot for a possession. The Emim dwelt therein in times past, a people great and many and tall as the Anakim."
So the Anakims were giants.
Yeah.
Anak was a giant. Type, and those people were giants that were the Anakims. They were the Anakims. Wow. And it says in verse 11, which also were accounted giants as the Anakims, but the Moabites called them Emims. So the Emims or Emims were giants.
Yes.
So when Joshua is fighting and taking back the land where God tells him to go. There's a scripture in there, and it's really shocking to most people that God would tell him to go kill every woman, every child, everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's like, wow, why?
Why would God
do that?
tell him to kill women and children and all that?
So
because
these
tribes were, they were all abominations. They were not supposed to be there.
So yeah, he's telling them to go, and he's telling them not to wipe these people out because he's not going to give them to you.
Well,
He won't
give them the victory.
You won't have the victory if you try.
You don't go marching into battle without God say so.
Absolutely. And a question that you had for me when we were studying about this was, how did Joshua, being of a normal sized man, and his army being normal sized men, how in the world did they take out these giants?
Yeah.
These guys were strong and big.
Yeah,
and
how do you take them out?
Because God
he gives us
first.
He gives us what we need to accomplish the
goal.
To
accomplish and to overcome
Yeah.
any giant that might be laid before us in our life.
Right.
Whatever that giant mountain is, God can conquer that mountain.
Yeah.
And that's a metaphor for many things in our life, that we have a problem of getting over. Addictions, just desires of the flesh is a really big one.
Right.
The flesh drives us, and we have to beat our flesh down every day.
We're to be overcomers.
Because our spirit and our flesh are at conflict with one another.
Yes, they
all day
are.
long, every day.
Yeah.
So it's a battle within, to to bring your flesh into submission to your soul. So I don't know where I went with that. I kind of got lost on a rabbit trail, but anyway, that being said,
all good.
We'll get back in here.
So now we're going to chapter 3 in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 3. Okay. And this is the victory over Og.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting too. So I'm going to read. Is it from chapter 1 all the way through?
Yeah, we can go all the way through past verse 11. Start at the beginning.
The beginning of chapter 3. Okay. Yeah. Then we turned and went up the way to Bashan. And Og, the king of Bashan, came out against us, and he and all his people to battle at Edrei. And the Lord said unto me, Fear him not, for I will deliver him and all his people and his land into thy hand. And thou shalt do unto him as thou didst unto Sihon, king of the Amorites, which dwelt at Heshbon. So the Lord our God delivered into our hands Og, also the king of Bashan, and all his people. And we smote him until none was left to him remaining. And we took all his cities at that time. There was not a city which we took not from them. 80 cities, all the region of Argob, the kingdom of Og in Bashan. All these cities were fenced with high walls, gates, and bars, besides unwalled towns, a great many. And we utterly destroyed them, as we did unto Sihon, king of Heshbon. Sorry, I'm having a hard time here. We utterly destroying the men, women, and children of every city. Wow. See, that's where it is right there.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Why would
God do that?
Tell you to do that? Anyway, that is why he told him to do that, because these people, these Amorites and these Emims and all of these different people were giants, the women and the children.